Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Wow. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. We're here. We're back. We're back and we're here for Scripted TV. We're back for Scripted TV. Thank you, Simply Telly, for being the first to comment. I appreciate you. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Denise. Hey, Quasia. Ebony. What's going on? Hey, everyone. Hope y'all having a blessed one. Bondy, you brightens all. You brightens my day. I so need it because my city, Philly, is making me cry. 509 murders. Oh my gosh, shaking my head. I just need to smile. Thanks, Bondy. No problem, love. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Listen, I don't even want to talk about no sad shit, but I saw some shit that went down in the city, just, made me sad, bro. But anyways, we're not here for real sad shit. We're here for fake sad shit because it's scripted, okay? Someone wrote it. So we're not going to feel bad, okay? We're not going to be upset. Child, when I tell y'all is not fooling with me today. Y'all is not fooling with me today, huh? All right. Okay. Well, it'd be like that sometime, but that's okay. I'm happy to see the people that are here. Thank you. And people who will catch this playback, thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and start. I want to start with Games People Play. Y'all, Games People Play was actually like really good this past episode. I know a lot of people are not watching this show on BET like that, but I hate that it has 3 more episodes left because it's getting good. Like this last episode was good as far as I am concerned. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna listen to you in these calls, but say, bro, don't lose your job for me. Okay, this video gonna be here. Okay, it's gonna be here, girl. You ain't gotta get in trouble for me or nothing like that. Okay, but let me go ahead and pull up my notes for Game People Play. Okay, so Games People Play. The episode starts off with MJ, y'all. MJ is in some dark, dank room with 2 white men. Okay, that's right, Miss Wanda, white men. I was like, what is this? When did he get kidnapped at the end of last week's episode? Did I miss that? Child, listen, they slap him around a little bit, okay? Then they tell him to take his clothes off. I said, but no, like, what are we about to get into, And he don't really take off a lot of his clothes. He's standing there in a beater in some boxers. I said, that's still clothes, okay? And then they have him recite these words. You enter of your own free will. He says, I enter of my own free will. He says, for the greater good. And he's greater good. And I'm just like, what in the Illuminati is going on here? Like MJ is being brought into what is it, y'all? The foundation, child, the revolution, child, whatever the shit they call in the Illuminati. It's the foundation. That's what they call it. But MJ got inducted into the foundation this episode, y'all, and he's still looking like a deer caught in headlights the whole way long, looking like he don't know what the fuck, why the fuck. I'm like, what is going on? Is he going undercover? Nia doesn't know that he do this for protection. Like, what is going on? I just feel like I need explanation. Because sometimes we go to the next episode, it's almost like what happened last episode didn't even happen. They circle back around to it. Like the whole wife swapping situation with Kareem and Quenisha. I was like, so we gonna act like that didn't happen? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all hear my stomach growling, don't judge me. I have not eaten anything but a banana today. And I'm fine. I'll eat something after this because I thought I was going to the gym, girl, and my body was like, no, no. Okay. So y'all, Marcus took his ass to therapy, and we glad Marcus took his ass to therapy because we feel like Marcus' ass needed therapy. It's been a lot going on. Okay. Marcus's ex-wife left him, cheated on him, was pregnant. The baby ain't his, took his own child away from him. Then his mistress, who was pregnant with his child, she got killed by his wife. It's a lot going on. And now we done moved on to Karuchi, okay? AKA Eden, you know? So it's a lot going on. So then we're adding more on top of that this episode, y'all. But either way, he goes to therapy and his therapist tells him that he needs to reach out to the people around him to see if he has any real friends to go on this trip with him back home. Oh no, why are you doing this to me? Y'all, I hate when it does that. Like, I had it muted. Why? Or paused. I had it paused. Whatever, I'm turning it off. So, you know, you gotta make sure nobody hears, you know, the Home Alone that was in the background. Anyway, so Marcus invited Layla and the rest of the clique, and he like actively like reached out to Layla versus reaching out to Nia, and then Nia brings Layla. But either way, I was just like, okay, so he's like hanging around these people. They know his personal business. Kind of everybody knows his personal business, but y'all know what I mean. Either way, you haven't perceived them as friends yet, really? Okay, so this is the we is friends trip that we going on. Okay. Like that's what this was. This was Marcus saying we are friends now that we're going on this road trip together. It's gonna solidify it. Okay, so girl I used to fuck. Come with my wife, my, you know, estranged wife's best friend down to, you know, the bus to go on this trip with us. All right, cool. That happens. Okay. So they take a bus ride to Marcus' hometown. It's MJ, Layla, Kareem, Nia, and Quenisha. I was glad Quenisha was finally a part of the, you know, the festivities. I'm gonna need for Quenisha to be in that swimwear because, you know, Kareem, you making it last forever. I need her to be a part of the clique now. I'm just saying. So anyway, moving along. So they're on the bus, okay? And it's not a bus, y'all. It was supposed to be like a huge like celebrity kind of like party bus or something like that. Not even a party bus, but you know, like one of those trailers that people go on trips with their whole team with, and everybody gonna be in there like a tour bus, you know? Yeah. Y'all, not my phone out of nowhere. We have to talk. Yo, what the hell? Just start playing people's videos in the middle of my. Oh my God, Jamie, what the hell? Y'all, this is creepy. Anyway, I'm sorry. They're on the bus. They're on the bus, which it was supposed to be, like I said, a tour bus, but it turns out to be like grandpa's RV, which was crazy. Okay, it had wood paneling and shit, but it looked comfortable to me. I was just like, shit, that looked good enough for me. But either way, it was full of weed. Quenisha brought all of her and Kareem's money because she didn't think it would be smart to let it out of her eyesight. We all like, bitch, can somebody put that money in a money market account or something? Like portions of it, bitch. I need for you to have some of the money with you and some of the money on a debit card. Like you can't be walking around with thousands of dollars all the time and think that shit gonna be copacetic. That ended up causing an issue and a problem with everybody. You know why? Because not only did we have weed and money, we also had a few oxys. And then they get pulled over by a police officer. They got the white bus driver. He says, give me the oxys. Okay, hold on to the oxys. Don't use them. Now y'all gonna have to share y'all weed with him once y'all get back on the bus. I thought that Marcus was gonna be able to get them out of this situation for being famous, but oh no, they smelled the weed and everybody had to spread them and stand, against the tour bus or the RV child, whatever. MJ had a card in his wallet signifying that he was a member of the foundation. So the police officer ended up letting them go. And Nia peeped it, but she didn't know what was in his car. She didn't know what caused it. But she know that the cop looked in MJ's wallet. And then after that was like, y'all have a nice day. And so now she's questioning what's going on here. All right. So everybody gets to the house that they're supposed to be staying in. And fine ass Leon comes in with none other than Kenya Moore as his new woman, Marlene. I said not Marlene. And it gives Kenya an opportunity to be that like upbeat, annoying personality that she likes to put on sometimes. Child, making Jello salad. Bitch, what is Jello salad? What is Jello salad? What? Talking about, I grew up in Palo Alto. Power to the people. No. Now, was Marcus' mama light skin or white? Because what is going on? Okay, but Leon didn't move Marlene into the house. Okay, and Marcus got upset when he found out because his daddy didn't talk to him about that. He was like, "So I gotta let you know I'm moving somebody in my own house." Y'all know I love me some Leon, so I always like when he goes in on people. Thank you, Alexis Celeste, for the super chat. Hey, Bondi, I think the foundation has something to do with Kalinda's death because Vanessa was exposed as the killer. Because Vanessa was exposed as a killer. It happened too early in the season. But that was to answer what happened last season, though. So, I mean, they showed it to us. I don't know, girl. We're going to have to wait and see. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, y'all. All right, y'all. 130 of y'all in the room. Please do me a favor and like the video, okay? Share the video. Let everybody know what we're doing in here today, okay? So, moving on from there. Okay, so Never Have I Ever. They played Never Have I Ever. And the wife swap situation came up and Kareem got mad. He felt embarrassed and he started going in on Quenisha. And it made Quenisha feel bad. And apparently she didn't need any help because Quenisha was already feeling bad about the situation. Oh, girl told her it was going to make her feel better and it did not. Okay? A lot of times it does not. That's why they tell y'all not to play those types of games, young lady. They tell y'all don't play those games. And I just be like... Girl, anyway, feel bad my ass. You sound like you was getting fucked and you liked it. And you feel bad now? Don't feel bad. What you feel bad for? Don't feel bad. You know how many times Kareem done cheated on you? Don't feel bad. You need a mama to call that will tell you do not feel bad. I bet you he ain't gonna cheat no more. Oh, we gonna go back down this. We gonna go back down this road. You hurt me, I hurt you until we break up. Okay, bad marriage for life. I don't know, but I damn sure would have like continued to, do we want to go back to that? That would definitely be like a. Oh. So you must want to be not getting good sleep no more. Stomach hurt, upset, bothered because I did what you did. Oh, okay. Don't do that because we'll go back there. Child, we can go back to the wife swap. I already know what is. Look, they already told me what time the wife swap party is going down. Okay, child. Anyway, so Layla signed the NDA. The NDA that she was supposed to stay quiet about her sexual assault that took place with that man that's running for Congress, okay? Nia is disappointed in her. And she says, listen, Nia, okay, I didn't go to college. I'm not a journalist looking for the truth, okay? I'm just doing what I have to do, okay? And no one is going to make me feel bad for doing what needed to be done. And Nia took offense to what she said because it was some bullshit. I cannot stand. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You can't tell somebody what decision to make, but at the end of the day, if you're making a decision that in the long run is going to be to your detriment and somebody tells you that's not a good decision, don't try to hoard over their head that because they went to college instead of deciding to become an Instagram model, that somehow means that you can ignore what is being said to you. Like, I don't have to listen to you because you went to school and you don't understand my struggle. When, no, bitch, I came from a struggle. I'm an immigrant, first of all. Second of all, I chose not to use my body as my only tools to succeed in life. I chose, okay, to make different decisions. I didn't have different opportunities. I made different decisions, and that's the difference. And a lot of y'all don't like to hear that because then that takes all of this bullshit you tell yourself about how it was your circumstances when really it's a decision you made because you thought one thing was going to be easier than the other. When the truth of the matter is what you ended up giving up in the long run, it was not the easiest decision. It was the dumbest decision. No disrespect, but a lot of this shit needs like to have some type of mindset behind it. And what I mean by that is you need to be about making your money and taking care of yourself no matter what the dream is. No matter what the fucking goal is, there always needs to be a way for you to take care of yourself. And I feel like that was not Layla's mindset. That has never been Layla's mindset. She'll work these little odd jobs, but she didn't really want to be an actress. You weren't doing, like, you were just using your body to take care of you. You weren't doing anything. Then people came into your life and gave you a purpose. She might have been going on auditions, but was she really going through acting, coaches and all of that type of shit? I don't think so. I think you were hoping that eventually you would find a baller who thought you were so pretty and thought your puss was so great that he would want to pay for you for 18 years or however long. Like, that's what I think. I think you were sitting there waiting for somebody to come and save you. And a lot of you young women do that, and that is sad because nobody's going to come and save you. And even if they do, don't put yourself in a situation where you're so dependent upon somebody that they will take advantage of you. Men do it all the time. So that mindset, when Nia went off on her, I was glad she went off on her. She says, you are not about to diminish my struggle. Like, I worked hard. Like, she was like, you're not about to, hold up, I'm sorry, fucking up my notes. She said, you are not about to diminish my struggle like that. I worked hard to get where I am, and I didn't let social media pay me for showing my ass. Layla says, wow, that's how you feel? Like you're better than me? And I'm like, no, bitch, you started this comparison shit. You started this comparison shit. Layla tried to disregard Nia's point of view because she felt insecure about her decisions, and that shit is fucked up to me. Like, I'm being honest and real with you, and you trying to act like any of the decisions that I've made, puts me at some advantage where I can't possibly understand this desperate choice that you've made. No, bitch, this is a decision to put you at a disadvantage. I know you think that this is going to be good, but shit like this always circles back around to being a bad choice. Like, I don't know why, but that's how it feels to me. It just always circles back around to being a bad choice. But yes, y'all, moving on. Eden, just as you're talking about Karuchi, Eden shows up. Then Marcus goes to the store, leaving her behind with Nia, Layla, and Quenisha. And it is weird for some reason. Like, y'all can't just say hey and ask questions. Why y'all got to be sitting there staring at a bitch? And then I forgot it's because of Vanessa. But it's like, child, Vanessa left. Ain't nobody got time to be worrying about her. Eden claims that they're just friends. Everybody knows it's a lie. And then here come Leon and Kenya. Coming down to the barbecue, Marcus says that he understands his dad moving on after his mother's death, but Kenya makes the mistake. I'm gonna keep calling the lady Kenya because that's her name. But I could say Marlene. Let me say Marlene. Okay, but Marlene makes the mistake of saying that she had this picture of Marcus's mom refinished, and he was like, "Listen, my mom didn't need no refinishing, ma'am. Okay, look, you need to get your girlfriend, okay, because she's not your wife." And Leon was like, "Listen, I know she's not my wife. Okay, y'all know Leon gotta let you know with all of this neck shit." Okay, that's how he sings to the side and he like let you know something. Okay, who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Eden comes over to him, kind of like trying to get him to calm the fuck down, but he lost his shit and stormed off. So Eden follows behind him and talks some sense into him, and it ends up resulting in a group hug with him, his dad, Marlene, and Eden. It was a cute little moment. I'm not even gonna lie. All right. Because she used her situation with the way his friends had low-key welcomed her as a way to say, hey, you've moved on from Vanessa. She's not even dead. So at the end of the day, it's all right for your daddy to move on after your mama been deceased for a few years now. Come on now, okay? Then Marcus goes down to the school because they were in his hometown because his jersey was being retired. So he goes down there. Kareem gives a funny speech. He gives up there. He gives a heartfelt speech. He looked absolutely delectable in the fucking vest and suit. Like his body is so perfect for those European cut suits. I was just like, oh Lord. Listen, I don't do those types of men's. Okay. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't do those types of men's. But nah, he looked good in that suit, child. And then we got Nia questioning MJ in her mind. Okay, she is very much raising eyebrows to MJ, y'all. But yeah, y'all, I think it's good. I think this episode was really, really good. Okay. So okay. Karuchi is terrible in this role. She was okay on her other show. Where is Lauren? Child, Lauren is in the win. Lauren had to go do her little spot on Kevin Hart show on Netflix. Layla thinks Mia is better. That's why she says things like that. It's like, you think you're all that. No, ma'am, you think I'm all. Yes, exactly. Like, you're insecure, ma'am. This is you. This is not me. This is you. This is not me. I wonder what's Marcus' backstory. He seemed desperate for friends. I don't know why he thought making the guy who wanted him to mess up his basketball career his friend was okay in his mind. I know, right? Like, I don't know. Yes, there needs to be more delving into the backstory because I don't know. It does feel like he's thirsty for friends. It does often feel that way. But let's move on from there. Let's go ahead and get into they say this is a bigger rich town. I'm still gonna sing that song. Yeah, just from the poet's part. Bright like city light, gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Oh, yeah. All right, come up high. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it. Okay, so the police dragged Tariq out of bed early in the morning. And I'm telling y'all, this is one of the reasons why I don't even like watching Power sometimes, because they're hell bent on making my nerves bad. Okay, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, but oh no, it has nothing to do with the drug life that Tariq is leading. Oh no, apparently Grandma got a DWI with Yasmin in the car. She is fucking up. Sack showed up by way of Davis. And I didn't even recognize him with the fucking haircut. I was like, who is that? And then I had to, like, my eyes had to focus. I was like, oh, that's Sax. Child, y'all give Sax some clothes that fit and a haircut, child. And I don't know who that white man is, okay? Child, Grandma feels like she has a right to have a drink after everything she's been through. I said, child, you do not have a right to further traumatize Yasmin by being an alcoholic grandparent after her mama has been taken away, her daddy is dead, and her brother is not old enough to take care of her, and her other sister is also dead. So, ma'am, no, you don't have a right to drink and drive with Yasmin in the car because you can't handle your fucking emotions. Be an adult and go get some medication or some therapy or something. But you can't be out here putting the little girl life in danger. Oh my God. They take Yasmin into foster care. That's why it matters, Grandma, because they're going to come and pick up Yasmin and put her in the foster care. Okay? Where people going to do stuff to her, because that's what people do. All right? And Yasmin don't understand. Tyreek, please don't let them take me. Please don't let them take me, ma'am. He is a teenager. He cannot help you. He is doing all that he can. He is selling drugs and going to school at the same damn time. Y'all know that just made me think about, oh, girl. Okay, I guess because, okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. Anyway, so y'all, Stern reaches out to Rashad Tate to come on as an adjunct to help with Stanfield's publicity problems, because y'all know they had the recent murders and all of that, and Jabari and then the man in the pool. So he also used Professor Zoe to lure Tate in, because apparently he would not have taken the position if it were not for some beautiful random black woman that works there. The fuck? Anyway, he can also use it to dig up dirt on Sweeney, because Tate wanted to ask Stern for some help on digging up dirt on Sweeney. Y'all know he wants to take Sweeney's seat. You also know that Sweeney is Braden's, what we find out now, fake Uncle Rick, okay? Because they're not really family, but they are close. So, child, Google has got to stop. Okay. Anyway, sorry, y'all. So he takes the opportunity, right? Because he can get some information on Sweeney. Meanwhile, Tariq needs someone in good standing to help him get Yasmin out of foster care. And because Davis doesn't have reach in family court, Tate is going to be that person. I had already figured that out as soon as Davis explained that shit to Tariq, okay? So Tate tries to put the moves on Professor Zoe. I was like, why do you have to be just so ill? Why you got to be so ill? Okay, not Professor Hoey. Y'all play way too much. Oh my God. Okay. Professor Zoe is not biting on Tate's whatever. Okay. So I guess she ain't that much of a hoe. But it make me feel like give it some time. And then Tate is gonna show himself to be halfway decent or genuine in some form, and then she gonna want to hop on that thing. But right now, no, it's not the look. It's not happening. Okay. So he's supposed to co-teach the ethics course, but in Jabari's place. But he's not a professor. So Professor Zoe feels like they are swapping out one high-profile Black man for another. However, Tate is smart, so he will find a way to not only offend, but also provoke thought. She was trying to keep him out of the conversation when they were having the lesson, but no, he was not going to allow her to do that. And I also felt like as a city council member, as someone who is actually involved in government, ethics very much comes into play a lot of the times because most of y'all don't have any. But because of that, I absolutely feel like he has something to offer this conversation. So for Professor Zoe to be so dismissive, it was actually showcasing of how she often just doesn't prove to be as smart as she thinks she is. But either way, Tariq and Tate figure out very soon that they can help each other. But Detective Kevin, y'all. Detective Kevin is really trying to pin Jabari's murder on Professor Zoe. I was like, damn, that pussy must be, yikes. It must be crazy, huh, son? Because, I really feel like Professor Zoe must have put that cat on Kevin and hurt his feelings. And now he is trying to pin a murder on her because he is still mad about the fact that she broke it in his little heart. She broke it in his little heart. Y'all, I cannot stand angry white men that use their positions to, get after people. Or you're not really doing your job. Are you really investigating this shit? GTG, okay, gang members are involved, and you sitting outside Professor Zoe's apartment like she's guilty of anything besides sharing that puss with her student. Like, that's the only thing Professor Zoe did that was wrong, y'all. She fucked Zeke. That's it. That does not make this lady a murderer. I'm like, this nigga is definitely mad about whatever Professor Zoe did to him when she rounded on him, okay? Because she rounded on him. Do you hear me? He is upset. So y'all, Mecca. Y'all, I knew Mecca was going to have some type of connection to Monet, okay? But let's get into it. So Mecca questions Bobby Brown about his family. And he says that, he stays true to the ones who have his back. At the end of the day, I'm loyal. If you asking about my family to ask if I'm loyal, nigga, I'm 10 toes down, okay? But he gonna give him a trial run because he needs to test and see if he actually is as loyal as he says he is. We all know that Bobby Brown might be loyal, but he's stupid, impulsive, and he'll do shit that he's not supposed to do because of those reasons, all right? It's not that he isn't loyal. It's that he's stupid and impulsive, okay? Like killing Ramirez because you butt hurt. Nigga, at the end of the day, your mama fucking Ramirez should not have been a problem for you. Your daddy is in jail. He is in jail, Bobby Brown. Oh my God. So then Lil Guap shows up to Mecca's apartment and Mecca was upset. I was like, why are you upset? And then we see Lil Guap walk in on his cell phone on Instagram Live. And Mecca is like, nigga, is you crazy? He says, Bobby Brown, I can't work with you because this is the type of company you keep. You're not even thinking about the people that you around. So no, I can't have you as a part of my clique because you're not even smart enough to have discernment. Look at this stupid ass nigga walking around leaving live video evidence, coordinates of the places he's been and the illegalities he's been involved in. Haven't y'all learned from 6ix9ine yet to stop recording yourself when you're doing illegal activity? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Like, it don't even make no sense for you to be walking around with a camera for the federale hoods to be watching, also you can get some motherfucking attention. Boy, is you crazy? Listen, I usually do not like to watch people get all 5 of their fingers broken. I don't. But Lil Guap should have been dead a long time ago. So if all that happened to him was his fingers getting, broke, it is what it is. Someone said Mecca is a real daddy. Listen. Might be Bobby Brown real daddy. Might be. That's why he was asking about him. But anyway, Detective Kevin goes to Professor Zoe's sponsor to get info on her and Jabari's relationship. And I was just like, this nigga is overstepping so many boundaries, okay? Zeke announces that he's entering the draft. And then Drew clues him in on the fact that Monet wants him to be the savior for the whole family. And whenever he goes pro, they're going to be following right behind his ass. Zeke look worried. And then some grimy white guy comes in and gives Zeke his card and says he can help him explore his options with whichever team he chooses to pick. Now, I feel like Zeke knows Monet is the person that's supposed to help him with that. But because of her trying to latch on to him in this way, I think that he might feel a way about that and may decide to get this white guy to help him eventually. It may not be happening right now, but in the future, I feel like he's going to reach out to this guy for help, which is why we needed to see him come in looking slimy and grimy, handing out cards and shit. So Tariq leaves Braden in charge of the product. And Braden is excited that Tariq trusts him in this way. And I'm like, Tariq, okay, as long as Braden gets the drugs away from his family's house before his brother snorts it all, okay? Because we know how his brother loves to steal drugs and shit, okay? So Diana wants to go to school and be an accountant, y'all. And she feels like it's a really good way for her to help Zeke not lose his money once he gets in the NBA, since most of them do, and to help them cook their books. Her mom, for some reason, doesn't think a girl like her can handle going to school and selling drugs at the same time. I'm like, do you know your daughter? It was very offensive to me for her to continuously devalue Diana the way she does. Like, Monet, you're a woman running a drug business while your husband is in jail. What the fuck are you talking about? Your daughter can't handle this. She can't go to school and help sell drugs at the same time? Really? She can't? No, you need to get you some fucking soldiers and stop putting your children on the front line with you for everything. You just running shit stupid. I guess that's why you think your daughter wouldn't be able to make better decisions, because you out here running this shit, mom and pop. I don't like that at all. Gonna talk about it's, don't be running behind no man, Diana. Diana is like, this is not about fucking Tariq. This is about me. Everything ain't about a man, mama. I don't know if you know that. Ugh. Later on, Zeke breaks up with Professor Zoe, and, I guess he feels like he has to take care of his family. He got to do what he got to do. He going to go pro. So he broke up with Professor Zoe. And then after he leaves, Kevin comes storming into her apartment, breaking all types of fucking laws and shit, questioning her, angry, because he saw Zeke coming out her apartment. First of all, sir, you do not have a right to be this upset. Zeke is an adult. Second of all, okay, we don't go together. We're not going steady. We're not fucking around. You don't have a right to be upset that I'm fucking Zeke. Like, it may be problematic, but it ain't got nothing to do with you, and it damn sure don't have nothing to do with Jabari's murder. But either way, we all know that Professor Zoe was fucking on Zeke at the same time Jabari was getting murdered. So he's her alibi. She tells Detective Kevin that, and Kevin then says he's going to go and question Zeke. Later on, he busts into Zeke's room when Zeke was fucking on some white girl. And y'all, the white girl was talking to him about what team he was going to play for and can he save the Knicks while they were having sex. Just a testament to how these white girls see y'all as nothing more than a meal ticket. Okay? Nothing more than a meal ticket. And your dumb ass gonna nut all in her womb for free. And then when she disregards you and don't give a fuck about you and cheat on you with one of your friends or some shit like that, or take all your money and run, you're gonna be mad. Zeke is just stupid. Just as dumb as he wanna be. I was just like, look at you making bad decisions already. Now he probably wasn't, coming in her womb, but she was just saying way too much that should let you know she ain't really trying to help you. Okay? She ain't really trying to be real with you. Okay? Ugh, y'all. Fucking flies, bro. The South. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I caught that bitch. Anyway, so y'all, Brayden dropped off drugs to Effie. Y'all, Effie was having her a nice little lesbian girl on girl shit going on in her dorm, reminding me of me having girl on girl time in my dorm. Okay, anyway. So then I'm sorry, hold up, y'all. He dropped some drugs off to her, and when he leaves, he's on his way back. She calls him and tells him that the shit he sent her, he sold her, is stepped on. He to bring his ass back. So now he's blowing up Tariq's phone during a meeting between Tariq and Bobby Brown about helping the police pin Jabari's murder on Professor Zoe, since it's obvious that that's who Kevin is trying to pin the murder on. Everybody knows that Kevin is trying to pin this murder on Professor Zoe, and it's stupid. Everybody, even Davis, found out first of all, Sachs is fucking some lawyer that is involved with the government or involved with the police. So she knows about what's going on with Detective Kevin's investigation, the GTG situation, Tariq, and Professor Zoe. And apparently Davis, Sachs, all of them know Professor Zoe because she used to work in the prosecutor's office or some shit like that. Oh, girl, it goes deep. I was like, Professor Zoe, you fucked Davis too? Oh my God. Oh my God, you are fucking everybody, girl. Oh my God, sex addict. Was it good though? Never mind. We'll talk about it later, okay? So either way, Sachs got information from his boo about that, took that to Davis, okay? And so now Davis is keeping tabs on what's going on, all right? Child, it's so much going on with this damn show, okay? So much going on with this damn show. Tariq goes to get Diana because Diana is the one that gave him the drugs. So they go back to Effie's dorm room after Effie and Brayden got into a fight with some people that they were trying to sell these drugs to, and they found out that it was sugar. So after they all got back to the dorms, Diana and Effie are about to get into a fight just over the presumption that somebody might be fucking Tariq. It's like, oh my God, can y'all stop being basic bitches for a moment? Oh my God. Diana takes the drugs back to Monet. And when Monet tastes it and finds out it's sugar, she laughs it off and assumes that it's Rico, they ex-connect, who she shot. But I was like, it's not that simple. It's not that simple at all. And then enter Bobby Brown. So Bobby Brown hits up Drew, right? Takes Drew's angry ass shooting with his left hand to help him feel less powerful. Okay, so to help him feel less helpless, so he can feel more powerful. Because y'all know he's been feeling so sorry for himself ever since he got shot, because he can't use his arm, his hand to draw, to do anything. So he's pissed off. So his brother takes him to shoot, okay? And they have a conversation, and it really helped him. And that was the first time he seemed to lighten up ever since he got shot, right? But Bobby Brown was just using this as an opportunity to tell Drew that he has a connect for him, which we know Monet and them just had some stepped on drugs. So they need a connect, right? When Drew takes it back to Monet, Monet doesn't want to forgive Bobby Brown. Monet goes to see Lorenzo in jail, and she's tired of fucking him in this wood grain box while he's in jail. She's tired of this shit. Same old moves, same old this, same old that, same ass lingerie. Okay? He's still stuck in the same time period, and she's outside moving on with her life. This ain't enough no more. Okay? So she goes to, see him and tells him, she goes see Bobby Brown because Lorenzo told her, you need drugs. You need to get them damn drugs. Okay? Stop being stupid and go talk to Bobby Brown. So she goes and talks to Bobby Brown down to his girlfriend's house. And she says that if you stop lying and leave Tariq alone, then you can come home. He agrees to it. No problem. I say, yeah, that nigga definitely switched out them drugs. Now, Diana goes to Effie's because she sees her as a girl, a young woman like herself in college and selling drugs at the same time. And she asks her, how can she do it? And Effie says, are you even smart? Diana says, I'm smart enough. She says, okay, well, let's figure out who stepped on your drugs, who had the most to gain. And Diana thinks about it. And when she gets back home and Bobby Brown is back sitting at the table and shit, and they find out about the new connect that he brought, she asked Drew, so did Bobby Brown hit you up or did you hit Bobby Brown up? And Drew was like, oh, he just rolled up on me. And this is when Diana realizes that Bobby Brown switched them drugs out. Smarter than everybody else, but nobody's paying attention. Okay. Lauren gives Tariq and y'all, Lauren is so thirsty for Tariq. Every time she sees Tariq, she's trying to jump down his throat. And as soon as his phone rings, she get upset. You just gonna have to tell her that you sell drugs, you know, Tariq. Because she if you gonna fuck her, she gonna have to find out why your phone always ringing. She saw Diana on his phone. He walked away, had a conversation for 2 seconds, okay, about needing a place to put the real drugs that they just got from Bobby Brown, and that they're gonna have a new shipment so he can come and pick up some drugs later. And she got mad and ran off, but they were on a roof where usually nobody goes. So now he has a place to hide the drugs. Thanks, Lauren. You at least did something. Kevin brings Zeke in after he finished nutting in some thirsty white girl. I told y'all that. Monet meets with Mecca. Apparently, throughout the whole episode, somebody had kept riding down the street in like an old red Camaro, like a early 90s, late 80s type of car. Thank you, Marvetta, for the Cash App. I really appreciate it. So she kept, and they were playing Can You Stand the Rain? And so it happened a couple of times throughout the episode. And then right before she went to see him, 2 garbage cans were left on the ground, opened. And it must have been a sign, right? So she goes to meet with Mecca. We find out his name is Dante. They go way back. And apparently he just had to see her. And he had been signaling, her for a while now with that new edition shit. So she say she don't want fool with him, but it looked like she want fool with him. And he didn't tell her that he'd connect with Bobby Brown, but he'd connect with Bobby Brown. Child, it's gonna get messy. I love a good backstory though, Monet. Give me some backstory, bitch. Stop staring off into the distance. Give me some backstory, okay? Child, Mecca fine as he wanna be, so I'm not mad at this at all. I'm not upset. Yeah, I do not like Lauren. She works on my nerves. Okay, let me see what y'all saying before I move on. Power Book 2 is really good. It is. I know he missed her. I know she missed her cop book. Right? Monet needs to feel protected. Yes, and she doesn't right now. She was hella, paranoid throughout the whole episode. I want to like Monet, but something about the way she's moving her business aggravates me. Bobby Brown, aka Wesley Snipes, shaking my. Lauren is annoying. Yes, she is so thirsty. I don't see it for Lauren and Tyreek. She's too boring and oblivious to me. I thought Tommy was in that car at first. I had to leave someone else's video because I saw you were live in color. Oh, thank you, love. I appreciate that. I'm so sick of Lauren. Child, we all are. Yeah, we found out about her and Davis last season. Oh, yeah. I feel like I just forgot. Lorenzo is gonna be mad because in the trailer it looked like he got out of big boy jail. Yeah. Lauren is a whole pain in the ass. That's because Lauren is useless and a liability. Lauren made me mad because wasn't she playing when he was trying to get played before? She was. Now she feeling away. Mecca looked like Monet's husband. He does, a bigger version. Yeah, but I ain't interested in no Monet sex scene. Why y'all playing Mary like that? Zeke equals dumb. That shit is too funny. Y'all like the video. Monet just won't let Diana be great at all, Julia. The girl who plays Lauren always play a pick-me in her adult roles. Ooh, that's annoying. Probably because she's light complected with a big old mouth. Y'all know they try to make them girls be a certain way. All right, y'all, let's move on to Insecure. It really wasn't that much in this episode of Insecure, but some good conversations to talk about. So let's go ahead and move on. But let me get a little drink of the water or whatever. Y'all like the video. I ain't gonna play the music right now, but y'all like the video anyway. when they got a type. Yeah, for sure. Okay, real debauch looking ass niggas. Okay, so y'all, Insecure. This episode, Nathan and Issa started off the episode bumping real nasty, like, but really we wasn't into it. Really we wasn't feeling it. Really we wanted a Lawrence fuck scene, okay? And she's trying to get him to say he loves her. Like, what else you love? What else you love? He like, it? Huh? He didn't even look like he was enjoying the sex that much. It was just bad. Molly goes on a business retreat this episode, gets towed up from the floor up, probably threw up, forgot what happened. Then y'all know she got that Brian Gumble type, that Brian Gumble type, what's it called? Coworker. Y'all know, like the first couple of seasons, he was such an asshole to Molly. We really did not like him. I forgot his name, but he gives real, Brian Gumble tea. I have something in my ass. But this season, he cut off his hair. And he was just giving a real, like, supportive, attractive, yes, I'm not a hood nigga, but probably really good for Molly, because there is definitely an asshole factor. And see, the thing that Black women, professional Black women, learn is that you do not have to be no hood type nigga. You just need to have an asshole factor. If you have an asshole factor to you, then I can find you attractive. Because, I mean, that's literally all the gangsta hood nigga shit is, an asshole. Okay, so you just need somebody that's not bitch made about the asshole shit. You know what I'm saying? Because then, you can find it attractive instead of repulsive. You know what I'm saying? Hayden is like from Sistas, bitch made. Torian, that's his name. Okay, listen, I ain't seen him in a minute. I ain't seen Insecure in a minute. I didn't care to even look up his name. Brian Gumble looking brother was good enough for me. Okay. But either way, when she got drunk, he took her back to her room. And, it kind of forced them eventually to have this conversation about what was going on with her mom, because the whole time they were on the retreat, she was worried about her mom. And her mom was still in the coma. Eventually, her mom woke up. And when she told it to Torian, they ended up having this moment, because he had previously shared with her that his brother was going through cancer at one point when he was wilding at work, and they had no idea because he stayed on top of it and all of this type of shit. So yeah, they were just having a conversation that led to her feeling, open enough to share that good news with him. And when she hugged him and the way she backed away, and I was like, ooh, and y'all like a good like height differentiation. So that means his meat was never mind. Anyway, that moment when they hugged and backed away from one another, that shit was hotter to me. Like, even thinking about it right now make me hot. It was hotter to me than the shit that was going on at the beginning of the episode with Issa and Nathan's ass. I was just like, yeah, no. I honestly, Molly, he might end up being a really, really good prospect for her, because he knows how much she has to work. She is probably the type of person that would really get along with somebody that was more like herself. You know what I'm saying? But also, I feel like he's the type of man that if he is obviously into Black women, then there is something to be explored there. You know what I'm saying? Go on a few dates, fuck him, see if it's worth it. But moving along from there, I just kind of felt like, okay, this feel different. Yeah, this was good for Molly because he is different from what she normally goes for. Exactly, it was giving a vibe. So y'all, Issa throughout the episode was dreaming of Condola and Lawrence, right? The first dream, she had the upper hand. You know what I'm saying? She ends up seeing the baby. She takes the baby and she throws the baby, y'all. It was a fake baby. It was just a dream. But that shit scared the fuck out of me when she threw that baby initially. I was laughing so hard when I realized it was a joke. But the second time she dreamt about Condola was basically shitting on her. Basically, oh yeah, he came back for me. Lawrence came back for me. And we're engaged. And he, has a job where he makes $2 billion a month and his dick grew 2 inches. And that long stroke you like? Oh yeah, longer. And I was just like, girl, fuck you. And then she ended up skipping Issa in line, kicking her in the chest into some garbage, laughing and walking off and telling her that she needs to stand in her shit, okay? Stand in your choices, Issa, which is Issa's problem. She does way too much cowering and running away out of awkwardness instead of standing in her shit and standing firm when she, it's taking responsibility or feeling away. You know what I'm saying? So this brings us to Crenshaw, okay? Crenshaw's bad word on the block has made it around the block. And now it's not good for Issa's the block because now she can't get this store to be involved in one of her projects because of the shit that Crenshaw has said online, right? So she goes to try to talk to him, bring some brownies, but he wasn't feeling her. He basically said that she should have apologized after he finished shitting on her online instead of asking him why he was doing all of that. And I was just like, no, Crenshaw, no, okay? First the fuck all, you said that you wanted that big opportunity. Issa was trying to do everything she knew how to do in the moment to get you that opportunity. You decided to go against what she advised, which ended up being the best thing to do. And you still got that opportunity because she connected you with that company, because she is the one that talked to that company on your behalf and did those dealings. So regardless to how the shit ended up working out, you still owed her a little bit more respect than you gave her because you got that opportunity because of her. And your shit kind of blew up a little bit because of her. Like now you got a new line that you using, you know what I'm saying? Talking about integrity and all of this shit. And yes, Issa did need to learn how to stand in her shit. And in this moment, I wish she would have told him, nigga, you still got a leg up from me. The last thing that you could have done to me, okay, was get online and front me out. And then when I say, hey, why you doing all of this? You want to put that shit online and make me out to be the bad guy and tell me I was supposed to apologize to you? No, nigga, fuck you. Okay? Because you're an asshole. At the end of the day, if you wanted an apology, you could have had a conversation with me in private instead of trying to drag me and ruin my fucking business. I'd have cursed that nigga out. That conversation would have never went like that. I'd have cursed that nigga all the way the fuck out. How dare you? How dare you? Oh my God. She let him play her like a soybean burger bitch and then she just walked out. Nathan has a barber at his shop that thinks he's special because he brings in celebrity clients. There's always one of these niggas that brings in a few celebrity clients and feels like he can treat everybody like shit. So he had 3 people in there waiting on him. And one of them had been waiting for a long time. So Nathan decided to take the client thinking that he was helping by getting some of your clients out of here since you got 3 people waiting on you and your bum ass still ain't here. Okay? So when a dude gets back to the shop, after everybody finished complaining about how he doesn't clean up, how he doesn't play his part in the shop's maintenance like everybody else does, he tells Nathan that Nathan needs to worry about his bipolar ass. I said, Nathan, punch him in the dick. Like, punch him in the face, knock his teeth out, punch him in the throat. I don't know what you need to do, but I feel like Nathan should have laid that nigga out on the ground. I mean, I feel like you should have gave that nigga the hardest 2-3 punches in succession that you possibly could for him to know never to fucking talk to you like that again. Because at the end of the day, pussy ass niggas like that try you because they think they can. I would have told that nigga to pack his shit up and go do his own thing. Because one thing about it, 2 things for sure. If you could handle your business, you wouldn't need to work in a barbershop since you're the one bringing in all of the heavy hitters, correct? But you need to work in a barbershop because you don't know how to manage the business aspect of this, the overhead, okay? And the clients that you have to be there for on a daily basis, weekly basis, so that you don't lose your main clientele when celebrities are out of the country or in different places and don't want to fly your ass out because they want to fly their other barber out to whatever gig they're on, okay? I was just kind of like, please somebody get him. Please somebody get him. Nathan swallowed the shit, went home, and then made it into me. I feel like allowed it to create an issue between he and Issa. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why I feel like he created that issue between he and Issa. You get home and tell her that because of this argument, you can't trust nobody in the shop. And now you're thinking about giving up the shop and moving. You're in a relationship with a woman that has been begging you basically to tell her that you love her, even though I think that you should never do that. And you turn around and tell her that you feel like you're getting ready to run. And so when she asks, well, nigga, what about me? You like, oh, you making this about you? Which I felt like was fucked up. Because if you wanted the conversation to be about you, Nathan, then you should have just explained to her what happened at work instead of jumping off the fucking bridge to I'm about to run when the person that you will be running away from is standing in front of you feeling like, nigga, I had a bad day too, and now I get home and you telling me that you feel like running? When that's exactly why I've been scared to move faster. Like, the truth of the matter is, yes, Issa may have been being all over the place with let's take it slow and all of that, but nigga, you're using that as an excuse because you want nobody to hold you responsible or accountable for the moments when you go back to the same old irresponsible behavior. Shit gets hard, let me run. Before, you were able to blame it on being bipolar, okay, or your bipolarism, whichever is non-offensive, okay? But you were able to blame it on being manic. Well, now you have that shit under control. So if you want to run now, it's because you don't want to take accountability or responsibility for what needs to be done. Everything isn't always going to be peachy keen, and if you think you're gonna be able to work anywhere and not have a moment like you had with old boy, you are sadly mistaken. Fire that nigga, hang it up, kick him out. Okay? Like, there are a whole bunch of ways to handle that situation that doesn't result in you running away. But because Issa felt that, oh my God, you're telling me you want to run means you're leaving me. Of course, that's all she gonna be really thinking about, because you didn't sit down and talk to her about what your issues are. You made your issues her issue by saying you were gonna run. Y'all are in a relationship. Remember, I don't want to be your friend either. Remember that? Okay. Then don't throw out there to somebody, oh, I might run. Like, she need to leave him alone. Exactly. That's how I feel. Okay, that shit made me mad. But I told y'all I did not see it. Hey, Tina. I told y'all I did not see it for Nathan and Issa. And see that whole little look, that little moment that Issa and Lawrence had, girl? We're going to be circling back around to them. Circling back around. Yes, we will. Okay, so let's move on from there, y'all. What's next? Our kind of people. Okay, we're gonna do our kind of people, and then we're going to end it with sisters. Okay, y'all, 300 people in the room. Okay, go ahead and show a bitch a little love. And we're back. Okay. Listen. I am all the way here with you on this. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into our kind of people. All right, y'all. So Teddy is out of the hospital and he encourages Leah to lead the company in his absence, right? Even though everybody is pressuring her to answer questions about her father. When your daddy coming back? We would rather your daddy be here. Well, the nigga ain't here. You got me. Deal with it. Okay. The kids, Lauren and Q, are feeling the burn of Raymond and Leah being on the outs ever since the whole Alex debacle last week, okay, or last episode. They both have done things to each other in their relationship, whether it's Leah lying about things with Darman and kissing Jack, or Raymond kissing Alex and calling her to help him, deal with the whole situation with Teddy. Either way, they've both hurt each other, okay? And Raymond says he's not going to stop fighting for them. But right now, Leah is not trying to see it for him. All right. So Raymond goes to see Jack, his ex-partner in Darman, the same man that's trying to fuck his wife. And he needed to get his signature so he can get an audit done on Darman. But Teddy is hiding Darman from him in some type of shell corporation called Our Legacy LLC. So there needs to be some investigating going on, okay? So that he can figure out what's happening and get the books and try to get his business back because he sees it as his legacy, right? Jack doesn't want the responsibility or the stress of running Darman. And he's very dismissive and throws the contract on a nearby bench and says that he'll get to it when he gets a chance. I said, oh, really? Raymond tells him he ain't shit at tennis, okay? You ain't shit. Oh, busted ass, big head ass. Anyway, so Angela forces a sistervention with Leah, and I love this, y'all. I love seeing the relationship between Angela and Leah growing. But they go and sit, by the side of the pool and talk. And they talk about Tyreek using his tongue for everything but talking. Even though she sees him struggling with this situation with his daddy, finding out his dad killed himself, not really knowing what was going on. He's struggling with that. Teddy had the stroke or the heart attack, whatever. He feels responsible for that. Instead of talking, he's just been beating up the coochie and drinking. Okay. Leah says, just give him a minute. Don't push the situation just yet. And I like that she said that, because often I feel like women tell other women, oh, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man and he's doing the best he can. Okay. That's bullshit. Mr. Charlie gonna have this conversation, or Mr. Charlie gonna be out there trying to find another woman to deal with his bullshit. Okay. All right. That's what we on these days. All right. So Angela goes to get them some more drinks, and Jack rolls up on her, flirting with her, telling her he's always seen it for her, and he's offering her a shoulder to cry on because he knows that things are, on the outs between she and Raymond. And then he hands over the key to his bungalow 3, and tells her to come on through if she needs some dick. She want the dick. She want the dick. She want the dick. Yike. Okay, had to give that to y'all right quick, right fast. So yeah, is she going to go and get it? He got a little swag to him, but girl, don't nobody cheat on Morris Chestnut with that nigga. That's just, girl, don't nobody cheat on no Morris Chestnut with that nigga. I do not think so. I do not think so. I do not think so. Okay, listen. So Nicole and her dad go shopping for a suit. Okay, they were supposed to be going bike ride and get something to eat, spend some time together. But instead, they end up going to get a suit for Teddy's 20s themed birthday party, right? And when they go shopping, some police show up to the pier. The police were not there for him, but he had a panic attack, and he started reciting Teddy's lawyer's phone number to Nicole, and it freaked her out, and he kind of zoned out, and she was like, Dad, and he wasn't listening to her, and it really scared her, right? But I was like, girl, he's obviously having a moment. Why are you crying now? Like, she annoyed me in that moment, y'all. She really did. And it was until the end of the episode where she talked to Angela where I had a better understanding. But that moment kind of made me be like, bitch, what are you crying for? Anyway, so Q, Ray and Leah's son, talks to Sloan. At the time, we did not know who Sloan was, but we find out that Sloan is the head maid's granddaughter. And she was just like, sir, no. you don't have no paws on my grandchild, okay? But girl, please, old lady, if that young boy won't fuck your granddaughter, he gonna fuck your granddaughter. Please go worry about cleaning somebody's house. Anyway, I don't know. I was saying in my notes, I don't know who she is, but she didn't expect him to go corporate. I found out later and put it in parentheses. Okay. But either way, Sloan says that she is surprised that Q is doing the internship at Darman, going corporate, when she always thought he wanted to play in the NBA. And she thought he was going to talk to his dad about, following his own path. Right. So we find out now that even though Raymond is fighting so hard for this legacy to leave for his children, one of his children does not want that legacy. So yeah, you should probably check in with your kids to see if they want to run the business that you may ruin your life in order to get back. You know what I'm saying? So Teddy calls Raymond to threaten him and tell him that if he makes the mistake of hurting his daughter again, okay, Leah won't be able to protect him from the danger girl that he gonna be in. And Raymond is like, listen, I know that you just a bitter old man with nothing to do but play puppeteer, but at least I'm not lonely. You pathetic, miserable ass old man, okay? And listen, Teddy felt it. He laughed it off, but he felt it. Everybody was a little hurt. Everybody's face went down in that scene. Tariq shows up to apologize to Teddy because he blames himself for Teddy's heart attack. But Teddy says it's not your fault. I know you're going through a lot. And he then offers him an opportunity some type of business opportunity. I kind of missed what he was saying exactly, but either way, it's an opportunity, a business opportunity for Tyreek child, whatever the fuck. So we get to the 20s themed birthday party for Teddy, and Tariq is getting fucked up, yelling at Angela on the dance floor because she, doesn't want to be grabbed on by some drunk ass man that's just trying to work out his issues on her pussy. Like, how many times y'all gonna see South Central? Nobody wants, like, no woman wants to be like pounded on, like you trying to work out your anger issues on her vagina. And it's starting to feel like that, okay? So when she tries to check him, he got all belligerent and upset and storms off to drink more. Well, guess what? Nathaniel is standing nearby, looking very dapper. Okay, very dapper, and like he's done a lot of work on himself. Okay, and they have a conversation. Child, he's fine as hell, but they talked, and I was just like, yeah, we want this. We like you. We like you, Tariq. We do. But I feel like we want this Nathaniel thing. It feels like they're more on the same wavelength than she and Tyreek are. But they have this cute little choreographed dance for Teddy. And then Q tells Ray that he doesn't want to work at Darman. He wants to, forge his own path. And at first, Raymond was kind of upset about it until he heard him say, Dad, you the one that taught me that, I'm to be a man and stand on my own 2 feet. Child, get your words right. Coffee be having me talking fast. Lauren then tells Leah, who's watching them have this conversation from across the room, that even though, everybody knows that Lauren is a daddy's girl, she doesn't want Leah to think that she's just on his side. She very much is angry on her mother's behalf. And Leah tells her, listen, you don't have to worry about me. Okay, I can protect my own heart. So Leah has a conversation with Angela later on in the car about Jack giving her a key to his bungalow. And she says she didn't do it. She could have went in there and fucked up her whole marriage, but she didn't do it. And she says that made her think about the collateral damage that Angela and her mom were when Teddy decided to leave them behind to go and be with Leah and Leah's mom. And it ended up really cracking her black. Okay, she was like, listen, black does crack. And it happened after Teddy left Angela's mom. And we see that Teddy obviously, plays some part in whatever the hell is going on with Leah's mama. Because we know, y'all know, Leah's mama is in like a mental institution. Like, she's not all there at all. So Teddy obviously did a number on her as well. Okay. So I'm grateful to see this sister relationship between the two of them, because I think it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But either way, after she confides in her, she decides not to just throw away her marriage. And Raymond goes to talk to Jack about the fact that he found out that Jack sold all his shares to Teddy, right? And he tells him, that way it's just you and the old man. You don't have to worry about me anymore. You don't need my signature or anything. And Raymond was like, really? You dog ass nigga. You really did that shit behind my back? Like, it was a snake move, because you could have just gave all your shares to Raymond and helped him get the company back. But instead you sell them all to Teddy and just let that be that, instead of giving him a heads up. And then he says, I'm going to let you know, since we're not business partners anymore, what I intend to do. He says, I've always seen Leah as a real fox. And if you can't handle that anymore, and he wasn't even able to finish the sentence because Raymond beat that ass. And I mean, beat his ass real good. So there was blood coming out of his mouth and he couldn't even get his ass up off the ground. Beat him good enough and then walked away. And I was like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That gave me what I wanted Nathan to give the barber on Insecure, okay? But I was like, yes, black man, y'all, oh my God. Teddy's demons are definitely about to catch up with his ass. That last episode and that dream about his brother, that's going to circle back around to us for sure. So Raymond goes home. And he and Leah have a very honest conversation about the things they've hidden from each other. She admits that she tried to help him get Darman back, but when her dad found out, he ended up kicking her out of the books, and she could no longer help, but she didn't want to admit that to Raymond. And it made Raymond think that she was just withholding help when really there was nothing she could do. And so, I guess she feels like in some way that forced him to go and ask Alex for help. So they should have just been being honest with each other. But Raymond asked, listen, I really want to go after your dad. Can I please take the gloves off? And she was like, you got to do what you got to do. Take the gloves off. But come fuck me first. And it was just like, oh, all right then. Okay, I told y'all, ain't nobody cheating on Morris Chestnut. But no, it's just not happening. So y'all, Angela tells Nicole that she needs to be able to be vulnerable as a young Black woman. Okay, she does not need to always be strong. So if she's feeling a way about what happened with Nate, then she needs to just say something. So Angela says, let us grown folks take care of you. Let us take care of the issue with your daddy. I understand that you know, it scared her because she couldn't help him and it made her feel helpless. And that's why she cried and got upset. And it seemed like anger because she's a kid and everybody forgets that. So then Angela asked Nicole how she would feel if Nate moved in with them, and she would love it. So when Nate comes over to talk, Angela tells him, and he was like, listen, I don't want no handout. She was like, listen, the handout is you staying with Teddy and them. We your family. Come stay with us, you know? And so he agrees, but he says, as long as you allow me to be Nicole's father and really be there for you in this way. And she was like, yes, I'll allow it. And then they share this hug, but it wasn't a romantic hug. It was a hug that, you know, we share this kid together. We have a family. And so here come drunk ass Tariq busting in her house. Oh, I see, you know, your baby daddy pushing up on you already. Like just being real belligerent and ignorant. She was like, listen, nobody's pushing up on anybody. I wanted to talk to you, but we can talk when you're sober. Go home, come back tomorrow. And he was not, you caught my reference. Too funny. Black man, black man. I used to cackle so hard when she would bust out in that song, y'all. Anyway, but yeah, he was like, maybe you're not worth it. Child, listen, go ahead somewhere, Tariq, and get yourself together, okay? Because I really do feel like the way Nate comes off, like he just has his shit together, is amazing for somebody that just got out of jail, first of all. But second of all, you love to see it because this nigga is over here crumbling because he can't have a conversation about how he feeling. Like, come on. Moving on from there, y'all. Lauren goes back to working on my damn nerves. Gets in her mama's car and sees the bungalow key that Jack gave to Leah and calls. Who the fuck finds a card, a hotel key card in the car and then calls it to find out who the room belongs to? Who automatically does that? I was just like, what the fuck was that shit that irked my spirit so much. But you know now she gonna think her mama cheating on her daddy. And she never told him that Jack gave her the key card, I don't think. He just went and beat his ass just off what he said. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know that Jack gave Leah the key card. Or that right now her daddy is up there getting the puss. But either way, y'all, I guess we'll wait until next week to figure out what the hell is going on. Okay? Just as stupid as I don't know what. I said, Leah, you know you work on my goddamn nerves. Before we move on, let me see what y'all are saying. Okay. He called Teddy an old bitter hag. I was like, damn. Honestly, they both needed to apologize to one another. Yes, they did. Nicole did not have to shade her daddy. Like, I'm like, man, what you turning your back on that man for? Exactly. Keep all that emotional baggage in your spirit, sir. My womb ain't your dumping ground. Ooh, come on. His daddy issues are showing. Come on. Nicole daddy fine as hell too. Ain't he though? Yes. Always like Nathaniel. Especially when he was on back when he used to be on Hit the Flow. Hit the Flow. All the Laurens are annoying. Aren't they? All the Laurens are annoying. Teddy's demons catching up to him. I was screaming, punch him again. He turned into Lance Sullivan from, yes, he did. Okay, tackle, punch, punch, punch. Jack is Detective Kevin, an a-hole on every show he's on. Y'all, why did I not notice that that's the same white man? I'm sorry. I appreciate this messaging. Not black man from Designing Women. Staying there is a bad idea. Shit, not to me. That part was beautiful, but I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it does. Angela is going to fall back on Nathaniel's D. Child, we all would. Ooh, ah. Sorry. Anyway, right now, now, who the hell calls? Right. I was like, what the fuck? Lauren is a pain in the ass. Jack got the brakes, you know. Anyway, y'all. It was good, though. It was a good episode. Let's move on from there and lastly get into my girl on me now. No one is around. My love like in the mist. We going in out tonight. 'Cause I'm ready for love. Okay, listen, y'all know I be having to do it. Sorry. I be having to do the little theme song for y'all because I do kind of love the Sistas themes. I do. Okay, so y'all tell me, are there new writers on Sistas? Do we feel like the dialogue is less repetitive? Talk to me. Talk to me. Y'all, I bit the side of my tongue the other day. I think I did it yesterday, and now I can feel it and it hurt. Child, they got nasty on here. On Sistas, child, listen, is it me or did this episode flow better? That's what I was feeling about last week. I was like, shit, feel a little like something's, even the dialogue felt more. Andy seems to be showing up as a more well-rounded character a little bit. Like some of the dialogue she was having was like, what is happening? Is she not a robot anymore? Hey, Jay Lee. The episode was much better, and it was the writing, right? Okay, so it wasn't just me tripping. Oh no, we still not here for certain things. Let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all, Gary checks Andy's underwear. All right. Honestly, I think he was trying to have sex with her initially, but when he saw her underwear were on inside out, I told y'all I didn't understand how that happened because even though her and Robin had been rolling around in the bed before she came home, she did not take her clothes off, like not completely. She had on lingerie. But anyway, Andy admits that she was at the hotel with a man, Shaw, and he calls some woman and says, hey, baby, I'm on my way. And she's like, okay, baby. He was like, did you get the flowers I sent you? And she was like, yes, they were so beautiful. Thank you. I love you. And he was like, I love you too. So he called some bitch, and that wasn't the therapist. So I was like, who the fuck was that? So you mean to tell me there really has been another bitch this whole time, Gary? There's been another bitch this whole time. Really, Gary? And Andy was just like, oh, so can you leave now? But she didn't really mean it. What the fuck is going on between Andy and Gary now? He went from being so possessive and crazy and damn near hugging her to death to now being like, oh, you cheated on me? Oh, okay, that's all right. I'm not going to move out. I'm going to just go fuck my side piece and I'm going to come back later. Like, what? I knew he was saying he was going to the gym. And we knew he was lying. But the way they did the psychiatrist situation, now there's an actual bitch that he could call on the phone. And Andy was acting like it's whatever. I was just like, girl, why are we still doing this? Why are we still doing this with Gary and Andy? I am tired of them. Oh my God. So Andy goes running over to Robin's hotel room trying to give him that pussy now that she knows that Gary is on some fuck shit. And he already in the room with another bitch. And he was like, do you want to join us? And she was like, no, I don't think I want to join you. Child, she joined him. Gonna lie to Fatima and say she just had a drink and watched. Girl, you fucked them people. Anyway, I was like, well, all right then. Listen, I wasn't upset. I was like, y'all could have showed us a little bit more, okay? Y'all could have did a little bit more. Y'all could have given us a little bit of the taste of the shit that we had when Fatima and Zach was in that shower. Y'all gave us a little bit more of that, you know what I mean? But we're gonna go ahead and let it go. But anyway, move from there. Fatima and Zach, okay, was just coming off of a, oh, I get so high when I'm around you, baby. I can touch the sky. You make my temperature rise. You're making me high. Baby, 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 baby. That's what it was like when he was, and she was like, and I was like, child, listen, I'm going to let it go. But I'm in that headspace right now. So we're going to move along. Either way, they go from fucking to having this moment where she just got hit in the heart. It was almost like that TikTok. You know what? Listen, Fatima gained the power of love. She loved him. She loved him. That dick touched her hard, y'all. That dick touched her hard. Listen, if you don't know about it, it happens. It happens. Okay. But Zach was like, I love you too. And then he gave her, like, y'all know when a nigga give you the, the kiss with the holding your chin. I was just like, okay, listen. When Fatima said she felt sick, I thought she was preggo. Listen, not yet. Even if they was, though, that would just push along this married house situation that they about to get into anyway. Because you know it's going to happen, okay? Erin tells Karen that she loves him. And Karen says she loves him too. And I said, I don't know why. Can somebody explain to me what the fuck is going on between Erin and Karen? Because I don't understand. Girl, you do not like that man. You do not want that man. Why are you telling him that you love him? You do not love him. Girl, what? You still mad that Zach don't want you? Girl, what? You still trying to fight Fatima next episode because you mad because Zach won't give her the dick and not you no more. Girl, what? You love him. Karen. Ugh. Anyway, Danny gets invited to the strip club. I'm like, how many times is this little light-skinned young man going to invite somebody down to the strip club? Okay? How many times? Because I feel like he also invited Sabrina down to the strip club last season. We already know where the strip club at. We don't need no more cards from you, sir. Okay, anyway, she called Preston. Preston must have thought he hung up the phone because his play cousin came in there and asked, what he thought of her outfit. And he was like, oh, you look good in that. And it sounded real suspect. And I was like, I am tired of Preston and I am tired of Preston and Danny. Get them away from me with this. Zach goes into into Sabrina's bank to move $1.4 million into a money market account. It was so she could get that information and pass it along to the girls. Okay, that was basically what it was. Sabrina was annoying me in this scene, talking about, I'll take it, Maurice. Bitch, go in your office. Go in your office. Okay? Anyway, Sabrina worked on my nerves, girl. Don't nobody ever be in this bank and you want to come over here so you can be all in this man business. I feel like this should be against some type of FCC rules or something for you to be all in this man personal business because you friends with his ex-old lady. You doing too much, Sabrina. I'm sorry, y'all. They work on my nerves. Anyway, right. Tell your friends. That's exactly what it was. Like, come see this so you can go ahead and tell your friends. Okay. So Fatima and Andy confront Hayden and his dumbass wearing a blazer, orange shirt, and some jeans, right? So now they know that he was listening to the phone calls. They tell him that they know he was listening to the phone calls and that they are also going to try to get him fired if he don't leave Fatima the fuck alone. And I'm like, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. They think they punked him, but I feel like he's going to find a way to do something else to get back at them. I don't know. But either way, Fatima and Andy sit down and have lunch and talk about Andy sleeping with Robin in a threesome. Even though she loved Gary, it's complicated. Girl, is it? I mean, I do feel like you can love Gary and still want to fuck other people and then fuck other people. I do feel like that's possible. That's why people have polyamorous relationships and whatever. That's why people can be in relationships with multiple people because it is easy to love somebody and then fuck another person. Yeah. It's really not that hard for Fatima sitting up there asking, how can you do that? What? Ask one of these niggas. Ask Zach. He know. He used to do it to Karen all the time. And she ain't even know. But anyway, y'all, just saying. Fatima wants to talk about Zach. But now all of a sudden Andy is uncomfortable talking about Zach with Fatima. Child, whatever. So right in the middle of Andy telling Fatima that if she really want to be with Zach, she might as well go ahead and be with that black man. Okay, go ahead and be with him. He look good, girl. He got money now. He want to be with you. He said he love you, girl. You said you love him, girl. Then be together with that man, girl. But she didn't say it like that, but that's what she said. Okay? Child, why Karen come walking in? Because apparently Karen got served some more papers and ran down to see Andy and then heard the conversation with Andy and Fatima and was like, oh, really? Oh, is that what she should do? Yeah, bitch, Zach don't want you no more. We covered this. We covered this. I don't have to do this. Like, I can be friends with her. I was friends with her before, and she was not friends with you. So if she ended up with your man, like, over the grace of God, because they met in a parking lot one day and it had nothing to do with me, then girl, I can be her friend, even though she fucking your dude. He not your dude. He told you he didn't want you. He moved on. Karen, you are being so immature and petty. Friend, stop. That man don't want you. I know y'all see all this Queens men cross promotion. He ain't slick. What y'all saying? What y'all saying? Let me go. Gary and Andy need to be done. I definitely would like to see more. I know, right? Can Gary get the murder suicide plot out the way? Because they irritate me. I've been waiting on it for a while now. Ain't waste no time. And she just like Gary. Maybe that's why they good together. When Fatima said she felt sick, I thought she was pregnant. I said that. Seen it coming. Oh, that would kill Karen. Ooh, I'm not even watching the show, and I know Karen doesn't love Aaron. Karen doesn't love Aaron. They the only couple on here I care about. Fatima and Zach, right? Karen holding on to everything she losing versus letting go and moving on, which is what she need to be doing, girl. Karen trying to force herself to move on and is failing. I'm not feeling Nathan at all. Okay. I don't know whether Zelly Boo is talking about Nathan from Insecure or Nathan from Our Kind of People, but we gonna move on from there. Karen is annoying. If Danny don't want him, just send him some me, girl. Hashtag say your friends. I am tired of Danny. She needs to say what she mean and mean what she say. This is why I'm not watching this show. I'm annoyed with this whole Zach is a great guy, but he just needed support narrative. Now has Karen running behind him. Miss me with the bullshit. I agree. Y'all know that Tyler Perry misogynistic bullshit. He is too pressed to save Danny. I'm sorry, he is too pressed to have Danny come to the strip club. Then again, he and Danny have history together. They messed around in college. Oh, well, go ahead and move on to somebody you got something in common with. Tyler trying to plug that strip club. Y'all over it? I don't like when Zach do that. It makes it seem like he's not over Karen. Zach just needs to find another bank. It's Tyler Perry playing games with us. Preston ain't messing with his cousin. We know that. Why Hayden wear it the very next day though? Because he's stupid, thirsty. Fuego was one of my faves in all the Queen's Men. He was. Why does she love Gary? I don't see it. Girl, the dick must be amazing. Y'all know toxic dick is like A1 steak sauce, bitch. Tyler ain't slick with that all the Queen's Men cross promotion. Didn't call or nothing. Right, just came over. Karen really think he didn't mean it. He meant it. Am I the only one annoyed by Karen's fake accent? I'm used to it at this point. I bet Hayden overheard Andy say she slept with the new boss man. They ain't have sense enough to go walk off campus for. Child, please don't let the plot thicken. He moved on like Maya. Let it go, okay? I'm moving on. Yes, I am moving on. I'll be moving on. Okay, I hope Fatima puts them paws on Karen next week. I was like, Karen, I don't think that's what you want, but you know, you can try. Karen damn needs to be worried about the salon with no clients. Exactly. I don't want them to mash up the shows. Tyler, keep ATQM separate. Claws on TNT is coming back. Yeah, I know. I saw that. It's the final season. But anyway, you guys, that's it. That is all. I forgot to hold up, y'all, because I wanted to show y'all something and make sure I had posted something before we go. Okay, because like the Ooh Ladies first panel has a updated schedule for you guys. Okay, I hope you guys were able to check out last night's show, because we had a show last night, because y'all know the versus battle comes on tonight. But I really, hope that y'all checked it out. If not, it was on Jamie That's Me's channel. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. This is the updated schedule. Okay, we have special live shows for the next 2 weeks of December, y'all. So Tuesday on the 7th is gonna be Niecy. Thursday the 9th is gonna be me. Tuesday the 14th is gonna be Jay Lee. Thursday the 16th, it will be Jamie, and then we will be on hiatus until January 6th, 2022 for season 3 of the Ooh Ladies first panel, which will be here, I'm guessing. And we keep our same rotation, okay? So, with that being said, I love y'all so very, very much. I appreciate you guys for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your people. And I will see y'all in the next one. All right. Whew, peace out.